and welcome to this week's edition of the Week in Triathlon. Let's roll that intro and get stuck into this week's news. Only 5 more weeks until the Olympic Triathlon at the Copacabana beach in Rio de Janeiro. And what's new is that athletes will have more to deal with than other competitors and the raw sewage that's been circulating around in the bay. Triathletes are often advised to draft off other swimmers during the swim leg in order to be able to conserve energy, and often the term "follow the feet in front of you" is used. However, this time around, "follow the feet in front of you" will take on an entirely new meaning, as human body parts have started washing up on the shore, up on the beach, right near the start line. Am I the only one that's skeptical, or should I say skeptically surprised, by the sudden form of the Brownlee brothers at the Stockholm ITU this last weekend? After an entire season of being nowhere, did not finishers, collapsing at finish lines, finishing outside of the top 30, all of those things have been happening with regularity through the season. Now suddenly and miraculously, just before the Olympic Games, they shoot up to finish first and second, and what's more, finish first and second with a gap of minutes to everybody else. Minutes to Fernando Alonso, who's leading the overall rankings for the year. Makes you think, doesn't it? But not that I'm implying anything other than totally above board, full natty, sporting-like behavior from the Brownlee brothers. Never dream of doing anything like that. Then another Olympic Games related incident that has many athletes worried, possibly triathletes, and most certainly a good number of athletes across a vast number of sports, not only triathlon, not only cycling. And that is, if you can recall, think back to 2006, police raided the Madrid sports clinic operated by Dr. Fuentes in what became known as Operation Puerto. The Spanish court case against the doctor has finished, and the doctors received a 1-year suspended sentence. That's all old news. The new news this week is that WADA has taken possession of all the blood and plasma bags that were collected in the raid of Dr. Fuentes' clinic. So over the course of the next couple of weeks, WADA are going to be doing DNA profiles on all 111 blood and plasma bags and cross-reference those DNA profiles to the athlete database on the biological passport system. And most of those results are due out in time for the Olympic Games in Rio. Moving ahead to Ironman specific news. Ironman has information out about the 70.3 World Championship course at Mululaba. The bike course looks pathetically easy, and way too easy to be able to cause any major shake-ups at all in the pro field. So it will all come down to a hot, humid two-lap run course. Also, any athletes heading out there, please note that any pre-riding on the highway that's part of the bike course will result in athlete disqualification. So don't go and pre-ride the highway, because you will have put in all the expense of paying your entry and getting to Mululaba only to get disqualified in race week. Certainly not worth it. So don't go and pre-ride the highway portion of the bike course. And anyway, the highway portion of the bike course is pancake flat out and back for a bunch of kilometers. You can do that anyway. Then, looking back to last weekend in the world of Ironman, there were 2 events taking place. First was the Ironman 70.3 that took place in Norway. Defending Olympic Games champion Nicola Spirik walked away with the ladies' title, Nicola obviously from Switzerland, while Gustav Iden of Norway won the men's race. Then also on Sunday the 3rd of July was the Ironman European Championship that took place in Frankfurt, Germany. Melissa Hoschit of Austria won the ladies, while Sebastian Kienle of Germany won the men's race. This coming weekend, 4 Ironman 70.3s to look forward to, one of them on Saturday the 9th, the other 3 taking place on Sunday the 10th. The one that's taking place on Saturday the 9th is the Ironman Muncie, that's in Indiana, USA, while on Sunday the 10th of July there's going to be the Ironman Jönköping in Sweden, the Ironman Vineman in California, and the Ironman Muskoka in Ontario, Canada. Heading on to the news from the Challenge family. Challenge family have actually no news for this week. Now go figure, they are 1 week out from their biggest event of the year, being Challenge Roth, and they don't even have any information out as yet on the composition of the profile. I really can't understand. Challenge, get your act together as far as newsworthy news is concerned. Then, as far as last weekend within the Challenge family is concerned, there was a challenge that took place half challenge that took place in San Gil Querétaro in Mexico. Lauren Goss of the USA won the ladies' title, while David Giardini of Italy won the men's title. Looking ahead to this coming weekend, on Sunday the 10th is going to be the Challenge St. Andrews, and that's in Canada. Heading on to the world of Xterra. There is no British Xterra for 2016, but Britain makes a return in 2017 with Xterra Wales. That will be taking place on Sunday the 4th of June 2017. However, will it be included as part of the Xterra Europe tour after what's happened at Brexit? My guess is probably yes. Last weekend in the world of Xterra there was Xterra France. Leslie Patterson of Great Britain won the ladies' race, while Ruben Rozafa of Spain won for the men. This coming weekend on Sunday the 10th is Xterra Victoria, and that's in British Columbia, Canada. Heading on to the world of the ITU. ITU has a new innovative platform that will allow event announcers and broadcasters easier access to athlete data in real time as the events unfold. And then, as far as last weekend is concerned, on Saturday the 2nd of July was the ITU World Triathlon Series event in Stockholm. Flora Duffy of Bermuda picked up the ladies' race, while Alistair Brownlee picked up the men's race, Alistair finishing just ahead of Johnny. As far as this coming weekend is concerned, there are no elite level, international level Ironman events taking place this coming weekend. That brings us to the end of this week's edition of the Week in Tri. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Post any comments, questions or criticisms you may have in the comment section down below. Share this out amongst your friends, absolutely. And remember, last but by no means least, until we meet again for the next episode of the Week in Tri, or every single other day of the week for interesting athlete-related content, remember to stay carved up for the win, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.
CoachEdu.net